You realize that the aim will, of course, be very crude.
I don't care if you hit the broadside.
Do you remember the first time Star Trek pulled you in? The moment the Enterprise whooshed across the old TV speaker and the whole house suddenly went quiet. For many of us, Star Trek was never just a show. It was a doorway to a world our young minds never wanted to step out of. Families stopped dinners, kids moved their chairs closer, and everyone waited to see how Captain Kirk would escape danger. How many times Spock would raise that famous eyebrow, and which version of McCoy's familiar frustration would echo through the room. Even when the picture blurred or the audio crackled, those moments felt magical. But behind all that beauty were mistakes, banned scenes, and strange secrets that viewers never saw. Hidden pieces of Star Trek's past that revealed just how chaotic and bold the show truly was. It begins with small moments, like in Charlie X, when Kirk steps into the turbolift wearing one uniform and steps out wearing another, as if the ship itself magically changed his clothes. In the 1960s, no one noticed, but today in HD, it looks like the Enterprise invented instant fashion. Then, there was the kiss that shook America. Kirk and Arua sharing the first interracial kiss ever broadcast on national TV. It lasted only seconds. It terrified NBC so much that they nearly erased it. The cast filmed it repeatedly so the network would have no chance to cut around it, turning a risky idea into one of the bravest moments in television history. Other mistakes were stranger, like when Ara's entire memory is erased by Nomad in The Changeling, forcing her to relearn the alphabet like a child, only for her to return a few episodes later perfectly fine, with no mention of the trauma. In Dagger of the Mind, a darker torture sequence of Kirk shaking under a flashing red light was deleted within 24 hours because NBC called it psychologically disturbing. And in Where No Man Has Gone Before, Kirk's grave marker suddenly reads James R. Kirk instead of James T. Kirk. A prop mistake so bold that fans debated it for decades until CBS finally blamed Gary Mitchell's confusion. Some secrets were buried even deeper. In early drafts of The City on the Edge of Forever, McCoy was supposed to overdose on morphine, but NBC banned any mention of real drugs and forced writers to replace it with a fictional substance, softening one of Star Trek's most emotional stories. Many scenes fell apart under HD, like Kirk's ripped shirt appearing between frames without any actual damage being done, or the giant boulder he once shoved with superhuman strength wobbling like a foam toy. Even the Enterprise's advanced view screen in Tomorrow Is Yesterday was just wrinkled paper catching light from the studio lamps. Some mistakes were funny without meaning to be. In The Conscience of the King, Uhura sings with her mouth barely moving while the song continues. In Return of the Archons, rocks bounce, doors vanish between shots, and actors cover their ears long before the sound effect arrives. And in one unforgettable moment, a zombie extra lying on the ground politely lifts her leg to let the crew walk by before returning to her lifeless pose. But these flaws are exactly what make early Star Trek feel warm and alive. The future it built came from cardboard, paint, passion, and imagination far larger than the limits of a small studio. We return to these episodes not to mock them, but to celebrate them, to honor a show that dared to dream big even when its budget was tiny. If these memories took you back or showed you something new, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another deep dive into Hollywood's hidden past.